recording on CCTV.
34-year-old Stephanie.
Okay, I can do that. But anyways, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like Beezy, man. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below, you know what I'm saying? But we got Killer Boyfriend. Oh my God, I'm just so tired of seeing this. Killer Boyfriend. Can it be strangers killing? First of all, killing is wrong completely. You know what I mean? Let me just go and throw that out in the air. You know what I mean? But bro, can I just see a true crime where strangers are killing strangers for once? You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie, this junk just make me more paranoid after paranoid after paranoid. I keep seeing brothers killing brothers, sisters killing sisters, sisters killing brothers, dad killing children, mother killing children, girlfriend killing boyfriend. Why is it so close within? You know what I'm saying? Dang, man. Doing another one. I just did a video yesterday off of a freaking, not gonna even say that was her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the freaking Navy? I don't know where you was in. I think you was in infantry. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think they was in a relationship. Friends with benefits. So basically, you know what I'm saying, bro, freaking shot her in the head. You know, y'all need to go look at that video if y'all didn't look at that. New subscribers, you know, true crime reactions in the playlist section over yonder. But anyways, you know, friends with benefits. Shoot, man, dude shot her in the head. And after shot her in the head, you know, dragged her body to the woods, let it decay for a few days, came back a few days later, burnt the dang body. You know what I mean? Burnt the body, lit the body on fire, and then the rest of the remains, bro, dismembered it. You know what I'm saying? Dismembered the body. That was a crazy video. Y'all need to see. I was saying, bro, I got crazy videos, bro. Y'all want to go look at some true crime that you don't see on the news? I would say, F the news, bro. I show things that the news do not show. You know what I'm saying? This real life. This ain't no movie, boy. This is real life.
This is 44-year-old Stephanie Pavlons leaving her apartment for a doctor's.
This is real life.
And this is her boyfriend, 55-year-old Matthew Paul. Just 2 hours from now, he'll return home with Stephanie's purse and water bottle, but without Stephanie. In fact, she won't be seen again for 17 long days.
Dang, 17 days?
Receive this harrowing 911 call.
And tell me exactly what happened?
We found a dead body in the woods.
In the days that follow, detectives will work tirelessly to gather the information and evidence needed to convict her killer. But the person responsible has meticulously covered their tracks, planting false leads, constructing alibis, and leaving no eyewitness or DNA behind. If all goes to plan, they'll soon be long out of the country.
This is based on
It's
official
September
report.
9th, 2022, a regular day for a construction worker in Waukesha, Wisconsin. It's about to take a turn for the worse. While installing signs on a private golf course just outside of the city, the worker detects a foul odor coming from the tree line. Concerned, he moves closer to investigate the source of the smell. Seconds later, a dispatcher with the Waukesha Police
Y'all want a scary video after
the
this?
most disturbing call of their lifetime.
And tell me exactly what happened?
We found a dead body in the woods when we were putting up stakes for no trespassing signs.
Okay, I'll have a couple officers meet with you, okay?
All right.
15 minutes later,
And like I said, look. And the thing is, man, I would love to call the cops, but us being us in America, man, it's kind of paranoid a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You already know the history when it comes to America. You already know the system when it comes to the brothers. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know if I was a Caucasian, you know, call the cops, you know, but being a brother in this country is sometimes real risky. You know what I mean? You know, so you try to make me a suspect and all that. I ain't got time for that, bro. So for me, honestly, I know it probably sounds harsh to some of y'all that's watching me, bro. But if I ever seen a dead body, I would not call the cops. I'll let somebody else do that. Because this body is already dead, so why I need to call the cops for? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna save it. You know what I'm saying? Already dead, he or she is already gone, gang. So me calling the cops ain't finna speed up the process. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else find the body, and guess what? They call the cops. But I ain't finna do it, bro. I'm too paranoid to do that jump. You know what I mean? Trying to make me into a suspect, start calling me in for investigations and all that. Oh, we ain't doing that, boy. I'm just going to walk past that dead body, you know, say some prayers. Hopefully he made it to heaven. Hopefully he made it to heaven. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go on by that little merry little way.
The scene will lead deputies to the body's
For surely
location.
only.
What they find there will haunt
But I ain't calling 5-0.
Partially hidden in long grass is the decomposing body of a woman. A disposable scalpel rests a short distance away, leading officers to wonder if her death may have been. But the autopsy results will leave detectives more puzzled than ever. The body is partially skeletonized with no soft tissue on the face or neck. Maggots have consumed the internal organs.
Maggots.
Disturbingly, it's the life cycle of these insects that will enable medical examiners to determine a date of death, August 23, 2022. Her body had been lying abandoned for 17 days.
17
construction workers
days.
stumbled across it. An unusual detail in itself, given that nobody in the area had reported a missing woman. What's worse, she is also so badly decomposed that forensic specialists need to pull dental records to identify her and reveal the name of the victim. Stephanie Pavlons, and her cause of death is a mystery. There are no signs of external or internal trauma found on the body, no stab wounds, no bullet holes, no blunt force injuries, so it's nearly impossible to determine the manner of her death. But one thing specialists are sure of, the victim did not take life. The scalpel found at the scene was too far from the body for Stephanie to have used it on herself, which can only mean someone deliberately left it there to lead the officers in the wrong direction. With the investigation soon in full swing, detectives break the news to Stephanie's parents, only to learn that they weren't even aware that she was missing. Although Stephanie hadn't replied to any messages for over 2 weeks, her silence hadn't raised alarm bells for the reasons that soon would become clear. Her parents do, however, have crucial information to share with the officers. A potential suspect is Stephanie's boyfriend, Matthew Paul, the last person to see her alive. Police quickly identify Matthew's address, the Willow Park apartment complex. According to staff, Matt had been seen that day leaving the apartment with Stephanie, only to return about an hour later alone. Stephanie had not been seen since. Investigators know exactly what they need to do next. They pull the building security footage and review it from beginning to end. What they find is something that instantly changes the whole course of the investigation. On September 17th...
Bro, oh my God. Why is it always like, am I the only one that realizes this, man? Why is it always freaking like crime happening in September, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, and this is true story. Almost every freaking true crime reaction that I do happens in the month of September. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all peep that, bro, but I peep it, bro. September 2nd, September 1st, September 17th, September 23rd. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, crime is always happening, bro, in September, bro.
Paul is arrested. Police search both.
It's always something happening in September, bro.
By the time they sit him down,
it's the weirdest thing, bro.
They have uncovered more disturbing evidence than they imagined possible. Now detectives want him to explain everything to them in this interrogation.
Do it good, man.
So here's where we're at here. I just want to get through some paperwork with you.
My
You
favorite
have
part.
questions, we have questions. We want to get through this and get about our evening. It's a Saturday night, I'm sure. You'd rather be at home, we'd rather be at home.
At this point, detectives have 3 major pieces of evidence: suicide attempts, last note, and camera footage, pointing at Matt's possible involvement in Stephanie's disappearance. As the interview unfolds, they'll present each one, carefully gauging his reaction to determine whether he's telling the truth or lying through his teeth. One of those items is sitting inside this detective's folder. He deliberately saved it for last, knowing that Matt would have no way of escaping it, no matter how hard he tries. It won't be long, however, before the detectives realize Matt is a very complicated man to question.
I haven't done anything to be charged.
Well, there you go.
Nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing in my vehicle, and there's nothing in that apartment. Nothing.
We're not even accusing you of having anything in your truck. We just want to ask you a few questions. That's all we want to do. Talk to you a little bit. And see if maybe some of the answers you can give us can clear us up and point us in the right direction, maybe.
Okay.
All right?
I will try, but when you try calling, I already contacted the family member, and I will get the best attorney that. Just because I live in that place does not mean I can't afford it. My family.
Nobody's saying anything bad about you, Matt. Nobody's.
That's.
We don't have any preconceived notions about you.
I'm just being truthful with you.
Matt's threat to call the best attorney is a clear attempt to gain control over the interrogation, and he seems convinced that the police are after him because he lives in an expensive apartment. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Detectives know he flips houses for a living. What's notable, Stephanie worked for him. She had no other job or steady paycheck, which meant she relied heavily on
Under the
Matt for
table.
even the most basic things, including transportation, since she had no
Oh
car of her
man,
own.
that's
So,
the worst thing, bro, is to rely on another person for everything. Like, imagine y'all relying on a person for everything. Imagine that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Relying on a person for everything? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That junk is crazy. I gotta rely on you to take me to work. Because one thing I tell y'all, man, one thing about humans, man, humans will fail you, man. I don't care if that's your mother. I don't care if that's your dad. I don't care if that's your brother. I don't care if that's your sister. I don't care if that's your friends. Bro, humans will fail you. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, man, hey, you think you can, take me to work today? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you. You know what I mean? Keep asking over and over again. You know what I mean? Hey, excuses gonna come, yeah, man, I got this going on, man. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Every time you call that mother was good for taking you to work one day. You know what I'm saying? I see you start calling every day. Nah, man. I got to do this, man. Yeah, I'm doing this right now. Next minute, you ride Uber. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, even your mama will get tired of you. I'm telling you, bro. Mama, can you take me to work? Yeah, I got you. I'll take you to work. You know what I'm saying? She'll even do it on the second day. She'll do it on the third day. Ask her the fourth day. She keep on seeing you doing consistent. Nah, you need to take Uber sometimes now, baby. You know what I mean? Mama got to do this and mama got to do that. Relying on people somehow. Well, what, man?
There's anyone who knows her movements that day that she went missing.
Of course, you're going to have to rely on people because that's just how life is. You're going to have to rely on people when it comes to some things. But I'm just saying, like relying on a person when it comes to everything. You got to have a backup plan when it comes to everything. Like, she relying on him for everything. For work, for car, possibly for stay. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that, bro. So if y'all break up, he can fire you. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no place to stay. You dang near homeless now. You know what I mean? Because you rely on him for everything. Nah, forget that, boy.
Would be him. Detectives brush aside his comments and move forward with the interrogation.
I never.
However, Matt doesn't let up.
Never let a girl do that. I never do that.
Anyone can answer.
You have a degree in anything, or no? Just some college?
Well, I'm not going to answer that one because we're not. I mean, if I have too much education, then I can be considered too smart. And
No.
If I don't have any education, then
No. We ask that question. We ask that question because sometimes when we talk to people, like my brother said, they haven't gone through a lot of schooling. And we want to make sure that when we're talking to you, you understand what we're saying, we understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Man, F that school and junk, man. You know what I mean? Am I the only one, bro? Like I said, bro, this is the harsh reality when it comes to Americans or when it comes to people, is that school does not matter when it comes to real life problems. Like, when it comes to the real life, bro, school doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure all of us could have dropped out at 8th grade and we would have been okay with life. What has your high school taught you when it comes to life? I want y'all to tell me right now. What has your high school taught you? Your high school taught you about credit. Your high school taught you about home insurance. Your high school taught you about life insurance. Did your high school teach you about health insurance? Did your high school teach you about dental insurance? Did your high school teach you about property taxes? Did your high school teach you about taxes? Does high school teach you about any of that? You know what I'm saying? No, they do not. Teach you a whole bunch of BS. I don't remember nothing I learned from 9th through 12th. I don't remember nothing. You know what I'm saying? 9th through 12th. Cheated my way all through high school, 9th through 12th. And I turned out pretty good when it come to life. You could be book smart. So stop thinking just because you make A's and B's that you really smart. You know what I'm saying? You just applying yourself harder than everybody else. You know what I mean? And stop thinking that because somebody got an F that you're smarter than them. See, that's the delusional when it comes to the school systems. Nah, because for me, when I wanted to make AB honor roll, I made AB honor roll. It was easy. It's not hard to make AB honor roll now. See, the difference between you is you not smarter than him. You just applying yourself more than him. Whole time, this mother effer probably 10 times smarter than you. You know what I'm saying? He just not applying the stuff like you. He just don't give a F about school. And I was one of them type of dudes. When I wanted to make AB honor roll, I did it. When I applied myself, I did it. You know what I mean? Other than that, I give a F about school. Making straight Fs. Not because I was dumb. Not because I couldn't put in the work. Because I didn't like school. Simple as that. You got these mother effers today running around thinking they smarter than mother effers because they got AB honor roll. Mother effer, you just care about school. More than this mother effer. You know what I'm saying? That's point blank period. The whole time, you know, you can have AB honor roll and this dude that's making F could be way more successful than you in life in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all about the American system. I would say it's very delusional on how y'all think. It's very delusional.
It's not to be offensive or to...
Some jobs you need to have a degree in. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to college when it comes to, like, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a nurse, if you want to be things of that category, you do have to go to college. You know what I'm saying? It's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But other than that, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be something, like, you know, too many kids when they get out of high school, bro, they want to be, they're trying to be what their parents want them to be instead of being what they want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's a trap when it comes out of getting to high school. Now you going to college. Now you getting this debt that you stuck with for the rest of your life because you're trying to be something that your parents want you to be instead of being something that you want to be. I ain't go to college.
Well, I'm not,
Knew I wasn't going to college.
I'm not gonna.
I never liked school. Ever.
Education and my ability.
I never liked this school.
You seem fine to me, so I don't...
Couldn't stay in school ever, bro.
So, I mean, I'm confident, so...
It's different things, so
Yeah, that's fine.
Knew I wasn't going to school for surely.
I'd rather get
Free college? What?
to the next section.
Yeah.
Little does Matt realize that the detectives are about to completely disprove this with a simple procedure every suspect goes through, being read their Miranda rights. Without a second thought, Matt waves away his rights. He is then asked to sign the document, and that's where it finally
Start
hits.
reading. Better read it.
If you're just gonna ask me a few questions, why would it be so important that I sign that?
It's just signing that you acknowledge what your rights are. It's not you.
I'll read it. Read it.
You're not...
Right, but like it says, this has happened to me before. Anything that I say can be used against me. And with the window incident, you know.
What's the window incident?
The window incident that I got charged, and my own attorney said that the DA's office knew that I didn't do it.
Yeah.
They didn't listen to all the exculpatory evidence, but they didn't care.
Okay.
That's the type of serious criminal activity. Okay, that's big time criminal activity. When we got an institution here that's doing stuff like that.
We don't have anything to do with that, right? We're just a couple of cops. We have nothing to do with the bureaucracy of this
And you told us already that you didn't do anything wrong. All we have is some basic questions for you, okay?
Again,
we're not trying to trick you.
That's what I've heard before, and that's what you say, but how do I know?
Because all I'm asking you is to have a little faith that I'm not lying to you. Okay? Never met us,
Have
right?
a little faith in cops. Come on. See, one thing about Matthew is doing it the smart way. Even though he most likely has killed his girlfriend, he's doing it the smart way. Never tell a detective anything. Never cooperate with anything. In my opinion, this is going too far. I want my lawyer. That's all I got to say. I ain't got to talk to you anymore. I don't have to ask you. I don't know how to answer your questions. I ain't got to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I want my lawyer. That's it. Simple as that. Nothing else to talk about.
I'm asking you just to go on a little bit of a limb, but I'm not...
That's what I live on, faith, because that's a hell of a lot stronger word than hope. Okay. Okay.
Right.
I don't hope. I have faith. Okay.
If at any point...
Because I know I didn't do anything wrong. But whatever reason you have me here,
That's what we want to talk about,
it
okay?
doesn't matter what you found in my apartment. Everything that I have in my apartment is legal.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
I wouldn't be that freaking stupid if I did have something illegal. I would not have something.
Matt, nobody thinks you're stupid, all right? And again, if we start disrespecting you, then...
No, bro. I'm just saying, I go by my gut, okay? And if I feel that, you know, I'm going to be played, that's it, attorney. You know,
I'm not trying to play you.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation, Matt. That's all.
And again, we have some real basic questions, and you can answer whatever questions you choose to. If you don't want to answer a question, don't answer.
If Matt were as smart as he thinks, he would have asked for an attorney right away and
Exactly.
continued the interrogation with legal counsel present, but he does not do that.
Exactly.
Instead, he keeps talking, which isn't helping his case much.
Exactly.
Even worse for him, he'll begin insisting that there's nothing for the officers to find inside of his apartment, which is a strange thing to emphasize given the question he's about to hear.
Talking too much.
Do you have any, are you curious at all about why we want to talk to you?
Well, of course I am.
Let's talk about Stephanie. What is she to you?
Oh my God. Stephanie is the mother of my daughter. And you guys already know that.
Yeah. Did you guys have a current relationship?
We've always had some type of relationship with helping each other.
Okay.
She helped me. She was spending a lot of time with her family and friends, and she helped me recently when I broke my ankle. She helped me out quite a bit, and I was quite thankful for that. I had a few other family members that helped. What I've been with her, this is well documented with her doctors. It's well documented with the attempts that she's made.
She tried to kill herself before, huh?
And back in April, she took a whole bottle by her parents' house, and
I think he did it, man.
they just kind of blew it off.
I think he did it.
It was nothing.
I mean, of course he did it. We know he did it.
I
It says in the title.
tried and tried to get her to stop the medications, to get help.
Now, sounding increasingly worried, Matt has just brought up something disturbing. He claims Stephanie had attempted suicide back in April of 2022. The comment is abrupt and completely unprompted, but it helps detectives realize something serious about Matt. He's lying. The detectives already have Stephanie's medical records in their hands. According to them, her last attempt at taking her life was in May of 2021, nearly a year before the incident Matt claims occurred. This is the detective's first clue we mentioned, and Matt's first strike. And slowly, Matt is beginning to realize the real gravity of his predicament.
What's going on here?
Do you know where she is? Do you know, like, when's the last time you saw her?
No.
You don't know where she is? Do you remember the last time you saw her?
No, weeks ago.
Weeks ago?
And I'm sick to my stomach
Why is that?
because I have a bad feeling.
Walk me through the last, when you said you saw her a few weeks ago, where were you guys?
I can't recall the exact time that I saw her. She I had to go to the hospital with her because she was in such poor condition.
We'll come back to that.
I also have documentation. I called line. She attempted this.
When was that?
She started this stuff 3 or 4 years ago. I wanted to do everything I could for her, but I didn't want her to get locked up in a mental home, and she kept telling me that she was getting better. She was going to get better. She was recently.
All right, look, man. First and foremost, man, I'm not finna be with a girl that's constantly trying to kill herself. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want help, then I can't help you more than you want to help yourself. You know what I mean? I can't be with a woman that doesn't want to help herself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to kill yourself, you're going to kill yourself on your watch, not on mine. You know what I mean? So I will break up with you immediately. You know what I mean? Either you get some help or I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm not trying to deal with that, bro. I'm not trying to have that type of pressure. Cause like I said, it's nothing in this world that can make me kill myself. Life is not that bad. Life is not that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard, bro. You always got to realize somebody has it way worse than you. You think your life is bad? You're going to take your life because something, this little time that you're in, you know what I mean, is rainy. How you don't know the in the next 3 years or a couple of months, you probably be a millionaire. You know what I mean? Messed up God's plan the whole time. This was just a plan of trial. This is just a plan of tribulations. Because a lot of us, we pray for things, right? We pray for things and we expect, you know what I mean, our prayer to come the way we want it to come. Sometimes when you pray for patience, God gonna bring you things that test your patience. When you pray, like for me, when you pray, you know what I'm saying, to be content with nothing, sometimes God will give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? He will give you these things, you know what I mean, just to mold you to become what you prayed for. How can you become patient if your patience is never tested? You know what I'm saying? How can you become faithful if your faith is never tested? You know what I mean? So y'all pray to God for things, and then with God, you know what I'm saying, you expect God to give you, you know what I mean, you expect God to respond the way you want him to respond. You know what I mean? So, you know, hard times never last, at least if you were God. You were God, hard times never last forever. You know what I mean? And that's living proof of that. Hard times never last forever. I just think a lot of y'all just give up a little too fast. You know what I mean? Like, okay, man, you know, life hard right now. It's not going to get any better. Like, dang, bro. Just because life is bad right now, that don't mean life going to be bad forever. You know what I'm saying? Just give up too fast, man. Give up too fast, bro. Life is the most precious thing because it's the only thing you can't get back. I can't get my life back. I can get money back. I can get cars back. Everything else in this life is replaceable but me. And you think I'm finna take my life over a little bad time? And some of the time, bro, y'all and who watching this, bro, and why you never get blessed is because you focus on what you don't have rather than what you have. Whole time you look around right now, you got money. Even though it's probably $40, at least you can go out there and go buy something. You got somebody that got $0. Even though it's probably a sandwich, you know what I mean, and a couple of chips. Hey, at least you got food, though. Because you got somebody that wish they had sandwiches and chips. You got somebody out there that wish they had what you had right now. Yeah, you ain't got the best house, but at least you got a house. You ain't got the best car, but dang, at least you got a car. That's why you would never get blessed, because you're so focused on what you don't have instead of what you have. If you look around, God has provided all your needs. He gave you everything you need. A phone, it ain't the best phone, but it's a phone. You know what I'm saying? Ain't the best clothes, but you got clothes. Ain't the best food, but you got food. You know what I'm saying? Ain't the best car, but you got a car. You feel me? She ain't the best mama, but at least you got a mama. He ain't the best dad, but at least you got a dad. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be saying. But look at what you have. You know what I mean? And not what you don't have. But that's what social media do. Social media destroys that. That's why I try to tell y'all, bro, social media is not good for you. You know, social media is a new thing. You know what I mean? It's new. It hasn't always been around. 1980s and 1990s, social media didn't exist. Phones didn't even exist. Social media is meant to keep you down. Social media is meant to keep you comparing your life to others. How many times do you compare your life on social media? You do it without you even knowing. Dang, I wish my relationship was like that. Dang, I wish I had all that money. Dang, dang, dang. Every time you scrolling on your For You page, you know what I'm saying? You wishing you had more. You know what I'm saying? Every time you doing it without you even trying to do it. You know what I mean? Every single day you just looking. You're programming yourself to be ungrateful. You know what I mean? Delete social media, bro. You see how better you feel? Trying to tell you, I just realized it young. You know what I'm saying? And I feel so much better. You know what I mean? It's like a relief came off me when I deleted social media, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, you in that trap? You in that box, man? I can't do it. You weak.
But
weak, man.
I would say the last year.
Feel great, bro.
She was just, since the beginning of the year, she was just out of control.
With what? Like as far as what?
It's just threatening all the time, all the time. Taking pills.
What was she being like? Well, why was she depressed? What was she feeling that way from?
She just wanted to be a mother. I mean, part of this whole ordeal is her kid was taken away from.
Matt continues to push the idea that Stephanie took life, repeatedly emphasizing that she may have risks. While investigators did find a disposable scalpel at the scene, its location 15 feet from the body makes it unlikely in this scenario, and no empty medication bottles were found in the area. Even if her death had been due to... Why would she decide to do it in
the woods? Exactly.
That's what Matt is about to try to explain.
When was the last time you remember seeing Stephanie?
There were a couple times where she just snapped and just left. She would come and go. Sometimes she would come over and I would just say, what's wrong? And she would say, I gotta go. And her mother always picked her up.
I can't be with a woman like that, boy.
So, where is she?
That's what we're trying to find out. We don't know.
Sorry, like I was saying, I can't be with a woman that got too many problems. I'm sorry, y'all. Realize life get hard, bro, but making your problems my problems now, and it's just too much, man. Dealing with that, bro, I can't do it. Better have your stuff. When I get my wife, bro, best believe, she gonna have all her stuff together. I can't do it. I want a woman that's together. I'm sorry, that's just me. I don't want a woman that's working hard. Cause we all still working on ourselves, but I don't want a woman that just depressed and all that, got trauma and all that. I'm cool on that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be your fixer. I'm not God. I'm not trying to be your fixer. You know what I'm saying? I want a woman that's already fixed. I ain't got time to deal with somebody that want to kill themselves. I ain't got time for somebody that got father problems. I ain't got time for somebody that's depressed. I ain't got time for none of that, bro. You know what I mean? Kick rocks over there, bro. I'm keep it real with you.
So
I ain't trying to be intertwined with that.
Who saw her last?
I heard something on the social media that there was an abduction in Delafield.
You don't seem pretty sad about that, sir.
Abduction?
Some type of an abduction.
Abduction?
Just a couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago.
They were looking into some type of abduction.
To the detective, it feels like Matt is deliberately trying to avoid answering this question accurately and to steer the focus away from himself. And when Stephanie's disappearance comes up again, Matt attempts to score a few points by portraying himself as a concerned partner.
I'm really worried. I actually wanted to call the parents, and I was also thinking about coming in and making some type of report, but with all the things that have happened to me in the past, I start thinking, right away,
You guys said you went bed or mattress shopping, right? Do you know, okay, so walk me through that day, Matt. Okay, so you guys went looking around at different mattresses or bed frames or what? Mattresses?
Yeah.
You said you went to a couple different places like Steinhoff.
Yeah, we went to a couple of different places.
Did you guys buy it? Order a mattress? Did you buy a mattress?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys come back to your apartment? Do you remember?
Yeah. After that, we did.
Did she spend the night?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe she spent the night.
Oh, so she didn't live with you?
The next day we went somewhere, and I believe that's the day she took off. And I thought, well, that's nothing new because she'd done this. She called her mom.
That somewhere was a doctor's appointment Matt had scheduled for his injured knee, the very same day he claimed Stephanie decided to run away. Finally, the detectives are about to get the full story.
Did she come in the building with you, do you remember?
No.
She stayed in the truck?
Yeah, she stayed in the truck.
You finished your appointment?
Yeah.
Come out to your truck, and then what?
She's gone.
She's not
So
in the
she
truck
just
anymore?
ran away.
Gone, yeah.
Did she have the keys
I
or
mean,
no?
you know, they're just gonna run the cameras, bro. That's all they're gonna do is run the cameras.
Do you remember?
Oh, no, I had the keys.
So she just ran out the truck for no reason.
I had the keys.
Did she give you any indication she was going to go anywhere or like where she would be going?
No. I just don't like this. It seems like you guys are trying to get me, for some reason, to be with her.
No, Matt.
What happened?
Matt.
Where is she?
That's what we're trying to figure out, Matt. We don't know. Okay, she's been missing.
It's crazy.
You said you haven't seen her for weeks. So we're trying to talk to everybody.
Please tell me. This is not normal for her not to get a hold of me. This is not normal for me not to hear something from her.
Right. When you got back out to your truck, Matt, and she wasn't there, did you go in the building? Did you check the
What,
bathroom?
man? What's going on, man?
That's what we're trying to find out, Matt. You said when you came out to your truck, she wasn't there. Okay. What happened next?
At that particular time, I thought it was another time that she went and called her mom to pick her up.
Okay. Did you try giving her a call?
No, I couldn't, because she left the phone at the house.
She left her phone at the house?
Yeah, she left the phone at the house.
But you didn't realize.
So, like I've done before, I drove up and down looking for her, and I can't, with my leg, I mean, I can't,
No, I got you. Did she have any bags with her, any property that she took with her?
No, I don't know what you were just gonna say, but no, I knew that she didn't have her phone that time before I went in, because I said, I'll text you or something. She's like, oh no, I forgot my phone. And I thought that was really strange. But that wasn't unusual either. I mean, she's left her phone behind. Sometimes she brings her iPad. I really didn't notice. I just went in, I came out, and she was gone.
When you said you drove up and down.
I went in, came out.
Yeah,
She was gone.
I was thinking that maybe she took a walk up the street.
And that don't make no sense what you're saying right now.
Maybe she called her mom.
It blows me how smart y'all actually think y'all be son. Probably just go, why would she get out her car and just take a walk up the street? Yeah, I just want to go and just, walk up and down the street. That doesn't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all just be sounding so dumb, man. Y'all think y'all so smart, but you're so dumb, man. Just get out and just walk up and down the street for no particular reason. I just want to get up and just walk up and down the dang street.
Venting, because she's had a habit of this in the past.
What, walking up and down the street?
To the woods, call her mom.
Run off to the woods.
Do stuff like that.
Okay. Has she contacted you since then?
No.
While it might sound believable that Stephanie conveniently left her phone in the apartment before disappearing without a trace, one disturbing fact casts doubt on that explanation. No one ever reported her missing. If Matthew were truly the loving partner he portrays himself to be, notifying police of his girlfriend's disappearance would have been a high priority.
Exactly. 17 days? 17 days, bro. Let my girlfriend not text me for... Shoot, like I said, if I had a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like, let her not text me for a freaking a day. I'm gonna be suspicious. What you talking about? So what if your girlfriend ain't text you for a day? Is you not gonna be like, okay, what's going on? You know what I mean? A day, but bro, this 17 days, this lady ain't even text you. 17, and you ain't think nothing twice of it. So ain't nothing rubbed you the wrong way. You just shrugged it off. Your girlfriend. Come on, bro.
He was anything but. During the search of his car, investigators discovered something that completely undermines his story and places him under serious suspicion.
You gotta understand, man, when you're guilty, you're not thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the truth. You gotta understand that. He knows the truth. He know he killed Stephanie. So when they start doing these questions and throwing these questions, it's like, okay, me asking for a lawyer is not really, the number one thing in my mind right now. The number one thing in my mind right now is to try to, make myself look less guilty than, you know what I mean, like any way possible. You know what I mean? So they start getting scared and they start freaking out and they start talking. You know what I mean? And start saying things, you know, that they ain't mean to say. You feel me? So that's all that's happening with him. You know what I mean?
Do you remember anything?
It's different when you know that you ain't do it. You know, if I know I ain't do nothing, I'm lowering up. Finna lower up. You know what I'm saying? Lowering up. I ain't got nothing, you know, ain't got nothing to hide. You know, but you know you did it. You know what I mean? And then they asking you questions and all that. It's just a different type of mindset.
The last time you
Start getting scared and start speaking.
that you could, like, you thought was odd, that you noticed.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? I just seen this Ronda Rousey close his career with dominant win by submission in 17 seconds over Gina. Like, Ronda Rousey back, got Conor McGregor coming back. What's up?
I didn't notice it right away. I noticed it.
I really be off the face of the earth, do I?
When I cleaned the car out and I pulled the car mats out, which
That's when you found the purse.
Which you guys already know what was in there. Well, come on, man, stop playing stupid.
We haven't gone through your car, man.
Yeah, I did not.
You just said you had a warrant for the car.
Doesn't mean we did anything with it yet.
I did not. Neither one of us had. We're here talking to you. Okay.
Not only had Stephanie left her phone in the apartment, but she had also left her purse with all of her belongings in his car before supposedly going her own way. Matt claims he only noticed this 2 weeks after her disappearance. Nothing about his story makes sense, but before the detectives can confront him, he strikes first, trying to take control of the narrative again. But in doing so, he inadvertently dropped another clue, one that points directly to his involvement.
The day that I found the purse,
Yeah.
when I cleaned the truck out, there was a note underneath. There was a note underneath the car mat.
What did it say?
It wasn't anything that I haven't already heard before through email, through texting about threatening. But in the note, she didn't threaten. She said that I'm tired of everybody. I hate everybody. I hate you. I hate my parents. Fuck everybody, you know, that type of language.
That note's in your truck now?
Yeah.
What did that note make you think?
I just left it there because I have nothing to hide. I mean, come on, guys.
All I'm asking you, man, what that
You
note...
guys aren't stupid. If you're trying to accuse me of something,
Matt, no one's accusing you of anything.
I wouldn't have any of this stuff, but
Matt, no one's...
Have any of what?
I didn't know what to think about it, so I left it there.
This is about to become one of the detective's most important pieces of evidence against him. That note wasn't a final message from Stephanie before taking life. Instead, it was just 2 sentences, but enough to reveal the truth about what was really happening in their family. It read, "I hate you. I'm tired of being used and taken for granted." And this, just a tip of a much larger yet haunting iceberg of their relationship. By the time of this interrogation, investigators had uncovered yet another crucial piece of evidence. Stephanie's personal journal with her thoughts scribbled inside. Entries so disturbing they'd be used in court to condemn Paul of much more heinous crimes. At this point, it's enough for the detectives to reach a clear conclusion. Matt is withholding critical information while trying actively to mislead detectives, both of which only confirm their belief that Matt is responsible for Stephanie's disappearance. While the detectives take a short break, Matt begins to realize how much he's already said that could land him in serious trouble. He'll begin plotting a new approach, one that involves a shift in tactics, playing the victim. He is the last person to have seen Stephanie before she disappeared, has her phone and her purse with a breakup note. It's time for the detective to present his final and most damning evidence, hidden right there in his folder.
You see that's August 23rd, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's her going out.
Well,
here.
of course. Of course you're going to have pictures going in and out.
That's her going out to the truck.
And I told you I saw it.
I know. I'm just showing you some stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? That's her walking out to the truck, okay?
That's the purse, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
first.
Couple of minutes later, you're walking out over here, and the truck drives away, and you guys go off to the appointment. Or I think you guys went to Quick Trip. Does that sound familiar?
I don't recall.
But you went to your appointment that day at 8:30, right? Okay. All right.
Just said she got out the car and walked away. You
This
just
is where
said
we need
that.
to figure out something, because it doesn't make any sense. All right. That's you coming back the same day at 11:14. Okay. Hold on, listen, Matt. You're holding her water bottle, and Matt. Okay. That's you going upstairs wearing the same shirt you have on now. Okay. This is the same day. And at 12:29, so less than an hour later, you walk in, and that's her purse in the bag. Okay.
That looks real bad,
So
bro.
this whole story, Matt, about
That's her purse in the bag.
Yeah.
So the whole story about finding the purse in the truck later makes it wouldn't have happened because
Oh,
that's,
no.
Matt, that's her purse in a plastic bag, okay, that you carried inside after you carried her water bottle in. That she walked, Matt, look. You see, that's her water bottle and that's her purse, okay? You walk in with her water bottle, you go
Well, what
upstairs.
time is this?
Oh, when you got home, Matt.
Yeah, that's when I came back from my appointment.
Right. So you carried in her water bottle and her purse that same day. This is the 23rd, the same day. This isn't a week or two later at a car wash where you found it in the back seat with a note that you then read and then stuck underneath the floor mat. Matt,
That's not her purse in the bag.
it is her purse.
No, it's closed.
It's closed, Matt?
He's somebody's clothes.
Yeah. That's clothes I had in the back. That's not a purse.
It is her purse, Matt.
No, it's not.
Matt goes into immediate denial. He knows he's in deep trouble.
You know he
Footage
killed
from
her.
the apartment complex where he lived with Stephanie tells a different story, leaving with her at one point and then returning home alone, but carrying her belongings. She never appeared on any of those cameras again. Matt has lied about her suicide attempts. He has also had her purse from the very beginning, not for 2 weeks after her disappearance. And now police have evidence suggesting he killed her and tried to make it look like she had ended her own life. He insists the purse in the footage isn't Stephanie's, but who else's could it be? These images mark the beginning of the end for Matt.
I have nothing to do with what happened to her.
What happened to
So
her?
that purse,
What happened?
that purse and water bottle ain't shit.
Matt,
Okay.
what happened?
That purse and water bottle ain't shit.
Yeah,
Okay? That's not gonna prove anything.
We're not here.
It's not gonna prove or disprove anything.
agreed.
Matt,
Okay?
what happened to her? Only you can tell us.
I don't know what happened to her.
Matt doesn't realize it yet, but by saying this to the detectives' faces, he has essentially given himself away. It's at this moment he makes the only smart decision.
Okay, I have to get an attorney.
Okay, Matthew.
I'm trying.
I don't think you are.
No.
You're not. You're lying.
But it's already too late for him. Stephanie Pavlons was an unfortunate victim of severe health issues, but much of that turmoil stemmed from her manipulative and violent partner. Inside his apartment, detectives found Pavlon's hidden daily planner. Detectives never expected to find the reason behind the victim's ongoing battle with anxiety and depression, but now they have.
Hyphen 5 p.m. Had a good day at work until I came home and he thought there was smoke left there. Wasn't. Gave me a good hard slap to my face, which stung and gave me a migraine. Good day, bad night. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is why I want sometimes. Again, blame for something I didn't do. He just doesn't know how to accept that he can do dumb things too. In reality, though, it's just easier to blame me. And when I say something about it, stop talking. I can't read that word right now. Or you're done. Even though they are prescribed to me.
This is just two of hundreds.
And then a lot of y'all probably be like, you know what I'm saying? You know, why? Like I said, it's no excuse, you know what I'm saying, to not leave in that situation. I feel like you could have left anytime, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's gonna be hard, whatever it is, it's better than being dead. Better than being treated like trash. But shoot, man, she depended on this man for everything, bro. Car, you know what I'm saying? Crib, work, you know what I'm saying? Depending on him for everything, bro. So she just probably thought she had to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is her life source, you know what I'm saying? Without him, she just, you know what I'm saying, she ain't got nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say.
Entries. In reality, Stephanie's diary was filled with her tormented thoughts and
You think I'll ever like rely on a woman? You know what I mean? Like that at that much capacity? You think I would ever rely on a woman that much? You know what I mean? Moving in with a woman? I ain't gonna lie, that's the most funniest thing, moving in with a woman. I wish a girl would tell me, hey Jay, man, you know, I think it's getting real serious, man. It's getting real serious. And I see us having a future together, so why don't you just move in here? Get in one little argument. Okay, this is my house. This is my house. You must forgot what house you in right now. I can kick your butt out anytime I want to. That's what you dealing with a female. You already know that though. But you got some dumb boys that still move in with females. Get in one argument you want to. I bet you be out in that street in the next 2 minutes. Get in one argument. You know why? Because you're relying on her. They're too emotional. You know what I'm saying? They're too emotional. But if I had my crib, you know what I'm saying? You know, we built different. You know what I'm saying? Got my crib, you move into my crib, you know? I ain't gonna kick you out of a little argument. We just not built like that. But them, they run off emotions. You know what I mean? That's why I was happy when Camilla Harris ain't win. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I ain't give a dang about no black. I ain't give a dang about nothing. Bro, I just, for me, when it comes to women, bro, you know what I mean? Being in leadership, I feel like women can't be in leadership, but it's just certain things I feel like women just need to let men do, period. You know what I mean? Being in the United States of America, oh, no, Camilla, I don't think you should do that. You know what I mean? Russia say something out the way, China say something out the name. World War III! What did King Jong-un just say? What did he just say? Okay, send the bombs. You know what I mean? We'll be under World War III if it weren't for Camilla here.
experiences of life with Matt. Although this
Acting off emotions.
living
Say something out the way, she nuclear bombs.
misery.
Cleaned around the house, and in doing so, kicked a little piece of Bud. So he kicked or punched me in the tailbone, which I believe is now bruised on the inside because it hurts to sit, bend, and squat. Made me take 2 bike rides even though he saw me like that. Checked out house in Pewaukee.
August 30, 2020.
Black and blue eye over a pill I didn't take, and butt still hurts and will all week. If I'm so important to him, why does he make me feel so useless?
And this was only the tip of a much larger iceberg of emotional and physical abuse endured by Stephanie at the hands of Matthew Paul. Investigators would also uncover multiple photos from Tevlon's phone. In them, she documents many injuries, including a bruised and swollen eye and a red mark on her chest. The injuries are consistent with the journal entries that she had been making since 2020. One of her final entries simply reads, "I feel trapped." On September 17th, 2022, the
Lock him
day
up.
of Matthew Paul's interrogation, detectives searched his phone browsing history and discovered a chilling digital trail. In the days after Stephanie's body was discovered, he had searched the Waukesha County obituaries, local funeral homes, and phrases like "dead body found by construction crew." Paul had also been searching for Stephanie's surname on a daily basis, even before anyone had contacted him about her disappearance, all while her parents and even her own daughter Layla were desperately trying to reach her. Investigators also found saved screenshots of news articles reporting the discovery of Stephanie's body, images of her driver's license, police news releases, and even photos of prescription bottles. Later, detectives would uncover even more damning evidence, and this is where things get interesting.
I had you read through a series of Skype messages that were exchanged between Mr. Paul and a woman that you eventually identified as Norma Jean Desierto, correct?
Correct.
Was that hundreds, if not thousands, of Skype messages between Mr. Paul and Ms. Desierto in reality, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
These will be excerpts from Skype conversations between Mr. Paul and Sherlyn Valente.
Ms. Valente is the second woman from the Philippines that he was communicating with on a regular basis?
That's correct.
Okay.
It turned out Paul had been communicating with two women from the Philippines, saved in his phone as Legion and Beautiful Disaster. These conversations were, well, sexual in nature and revealed that Paul wanted to move to the Philippines and never come back. Investigators also discovered a list with written countries and extradition laws, suggesting that he had been researching countries he could escape to evade justice. By this point, everything the investigators had uncovered pointed in one direction. Matthew Paul was undoubtedly guilty. At his trial on November the 11th of 2025, the prosecution presented the case based only on compelling circumstantial evidence. Despite no DNA evidence, no official cause of death, and no witnesses, the digital evidence from Matthew's cell phone, together with his history of abuse, proves that he had both the motive to see Stephanie dead and the opportunity to commit the crime. Prosecutors argue that, in the spur of the moment, Matthew Paul had driven Stephanie Pavlons to a remote area before strangling her with the chain strap from her own purse. He then hid the body in the tree line and left a scalpel from her medical bag to make it look like she had ended life. When Matthew is offered a chance to address the court, he doesn't use it to offer his sincere apologies or express his remorse. Instead, he wastes no time firing back at the prosecutor.
First, I just want to correct some of the puke coming out of Gordon's mouth. I just want to make a statement about this case. I look at the justice system here in the United States. It's about winning. It's not about the truth.
That is true, and that is true when it comes to the justice system, no cap. Ain't about the truth when it comes to the United States. But we should already know when it comes to the United States. I mean, you know, like I said, I know about the history of the United States, bro. You know, I'm very heavy in research. So, you know, when it comes to justice, when it comes to doing the right thing, it'd be funny to rely on the government for that. That's the most funniest thing. That y'all actually trust these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all actually trust these dirty, scandalous motherfuckers.
Percent of the world's population, 20% of the people behind bars on this planet are here in the United States or on probation.
Like, yo.
Why?
The most incarcerated, bro, the most jail people in the world is the United States of America, bro. You know what I mean? The most jail people in the world. You know what I mean? It's the United States of America, bro. You know what I mean? They thrive off that jail, bro. They thrive off it, bro. You know what I mean?
Be sham trials. And I think this was definitely
33% is us.
Called Making a Murderer here in Waukesha. It was definitely a pseudo sham trial where psychopaths in suits fabricated extreme circumstantial events and turned them into their wild imagination. No wonder why they get away with manufacturing charges. The public and jury believe these lies and story. Maybe if these so-called professionals did their job, we wouldn't be here. I am the only victim here. I'm the one being murdered by the new Gestapo. All the testimony showed no smoking gun, except the police think or thought I did something. This is prosecution, not justice, by a tyrannical fascist dictator government here in Waukesha.
After hearing his speech, Judge Ralph Ramirez can only smile at the absurdity of the defendant's words before delivering the lines that best capture Matthew's true nature.
It would be absurd to think that, you know, Mr. Paul was going to turn himself into authorities and say, you know, I killed her, come and collect her body so it doesn't rot in the woods. But that's what he didn't do, right? Of course he did. He killed her and he left her to rot in the woods as if she was roadkill. And the condition of her body, the debasement of her by leaving her to rot in the woods added insult upon injury, literally and figuratively. And I'm going to tell
17 days,
Mr. Paul, that this jury deliberated for less than 1 hour. They walked out of here at 3:20. We keep track of this. And at 4:20, I was told that they had a verdict. The jury deliberated for less than 1 hour and found you guilty on both counts. And when I say succinctly, what I'm saying that they did it in very quick fashion without hesitation.
See that, and that's the thing too. Like, this mother effer did it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'ma just put on the table. You know what I mean? This mother effer did it. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to any other people, you see why you should not want to go, you know, into the courtroom. You see why you should not want to get into the system, because you have a whole bunch of random people, you know what I mean, dictating your freedom. You know what I'm saying? You have a whole bunch of random people dictating your freedom. So you have a person that, you know, that's on jury duty, you know what I mean, that are having a little bad, they don't really care about anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care, like, yeah, it's like that. They just pick people, random people out the world, and you know, make you become a jury, like pick you for jury duty. Just a random person. You know what I mean? You got the little mail before. You know what I mean? You have been selected for jury duty. Man, I throw that motherfucker in the trash. You know what I mean? Bro, you're not getting arrested, bro, because you don't show up to jury duty. The only way you'll get arrested, bro, if you summon in. You know what I mean? But that's the fear that they put in y'all. Oh, I gotta go to jury duty. Man, I don't never go to jury. Man, throw that junk away. I bet you they not gonna come knocking at your. What they gonna charge you with? You are charged for not showing up to jury duty. You get 5 days. Motherfucker, ain't no crime. It's not illegal to not show up for jury duty. Now, if you summon in there, you're cooked. You know what I mean? Bro, you ain't gotta, bro, I'm telling you, I would have been arrested. Why I'm not arrested? You know what I mean? If it's such illegal, you know what I'm saying? If it's so illegal, you feel me? And if it's such a problem, why am I not arrested? You feel me? Because I throw the motherfuckers away. Think I'm finna go to jury duty. Man, get the freak out of my face. But that's what they do. They just scare y'all. You know what I mean? Scare y'all to thinking that you finna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Do you come and sit your little stupid stuff in jury duty? You know what I'm saying? I got things to do, man. I got things to do more than jury duty. You know what I'm saying? How about you be the jury? You know what I mean? Straight up. You feel me? But a bunch of random people they pick for jury duty. And you probably get a jury that does not care about you. You know what I mean? They just want to get home. You know what I mean? So can we just say this mother effer is guilty and then go on about our way? Can we just say this mother effer guilty? Yeah, you got people like that. You want to go home? Whole time, you ain't guilty for real, but shoot. Mother effers don't kill. They just guilty. Let's go. They just want to get done with it. You know how long jury members are in the courtroom? You know how long that junk takes sometimes? Motherfuckers want to go home, bro. But that's what I'm saying. It's stupid of you to go in the system, you know, and you letting other people dictate your freedom. That's stupid.
And I will tell you this, in my 40 plus years of legal experience,
switch to booty.
To my recollection, this is the fastest verdict on a first-degree intentional homicide that I can recall.
With this said, the judge seals the deal and pronounces the final verdict.
As to count number 1, I'll impose a sentence of life imprisonment without any eligibility for release to extended supervision.
Hey.
As to count 2, I'm going to impose a term of imprisonment of 12.5 years with 7.5 years initial confinement and 5 years of extended supervision consecutive to the term of life.
We would like to offer our sincere condolences to the victim's family.
Hey, man, I'm sorry that happened to you, man, for real. Very sorry that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that we don't know what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Never seen her from a can of paint. Never heard of her before. You know, man, I've done a lot of crazy cases, you know, and it's very unfortunate to see that her body was left to rot in the woods for 17 days. Imagine that, y'all. Body being left to rot in the woods for 17 days, day and night. Just her body getting ate on. But all time, say her body was decomposed. They couldn't really, you know what I'm saying, really see who she was. That's how bad her body was decomposed. You know what I mean? And it's sad to see, man. You know, really be some effed up things going on in this world, man. Be some effed up things going on in this world. Like I said, somebody just died right now. Whole time I was living, Stephanie died that day. Somebody died right now. Somebody got killed right now. Somebody got shot in the head right now. Somebody got strangled right now.